Forehead's a bit big. What? Saying. I look 12. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about one of my favorite topics, food. We're discussing one of my absolute favorite foods in the entire world, prawns. I'm going to show you how to make a quick sauce to go with prawns, mussels, crab, and I would love to be able to get mussels and crab and all of that stuff, but lockdown and I'm a student with a student bank account, so let me act like it. Plus I already bought a lot of stuff today from Superdrug, so we'll just behave. I posted it quite a bit on my Snapchat story and a few people have been like, I say a few, like literally 3 of my friends have been like, I'd watch a video of you cooking. I'm like, oh thanks guys, thanks. I like to cook, I cook a lot. I don't cook as much as I used to because well, I'm just being lazy. But I do like to cook. So today we are doing a video about food because I'm sure you guys are sick of seeing my hair and hearing about my skin, although you look good today. Yeah, you know. Let's get straight into the video. Okay guys, so here's a list of ingredients. I put salt as optional because you'll see later on I actually didn't end up adding salt, but you can if you want, it's to your taste. And I also forgot to add chicken stock cube, or you can use actual chicken stock, you know, the ready-made one, up to you. First, we're going to add 50 grams of butter to whatever pan you decide to use. Then throw in your minced garlic and ginger and fry that up. After about a minute or two of frying the ginger and the garlic, start adding in all the rest of your seasoning. Doesn't matter which order, just chuck it in. I don't measure stuff unless I'm baking, so I just throw it in by eye, but I would say about a tablespoon of each seasoning because I made quite a large, I used like a whole bag and a half of prawns. So if you're making like a large portion, about a tablespoon of each, but you can adjust that depending on how much you're making. Now it gets very dry and crusty quickly, so just splash in a little bit of that lemon juice. In here I've crushed 1 chicken stock cube and added a little bit of that chili sauce to it. Next, I added just over a cup of boiling water to that chicken stock cube and chili sauce mixture, then poured that into my pan with everything else. Then I cut up my lemon and my lime and poked a few holes in it. Then I just put them straight into the pan. Then I whacked a lid on it and left that for about 2-3 minutes on a medium heat. Next I went ahead and cleaned my prawns. I'm using a mixture of cooked and raw king prawns. This step is optional, but I added corn on the cob. It was already cooked, so all I had to do was cut it in half and add it in at the end. After a few minutes, it's time to remove your lemon and lime. You'll know they're ready because they'll be all flimsy and soft, even the skin. And the amount of water in your sauce would have reduced, and the sauce itself would have slightly thickened. Now grab your clean prawns and throw them in. Give it a good mix and make sure every single prawn is coated. Then put the lid back on and leave it for a few minutes. Remember, prawns don't take too long to cook and it's very easy to overcook them, so don't leave them too long, especially since there's some already cooked prawns in the mix. Next, I'm going to get my corn and place it carefully into the pot and just make sure that all of it is coated in the sauce. Then you put the lid back on for another minute or two, and that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to show you how else you could eat these. You could just have them like that, or you could have them with pasta. So in a smaller pot, I'm just boiling some tagliatelle. Guys, this smells so good. By now the corn should be warm, but if you want to speed up that corn warming up, you could whack it in the microwave before you add it to the pot, so you won't have to leave it in as long if you're worried about overcooking your prawns. Now it's time to plate up and enjoy. You could eat it just like that, but for the next recipe we're going to leave some of the sauce and the prawns in the pan. Now you can either grab some pre-made pasta sauce or some tomato passata like I did. Throw it in and let it cook for a few minutes. When the sauce is ready and the pasta is ready, throw them in together and give it a good mix. And it's ready to eat. Look at that. Now you can either have it like that or add cheese. Usually I would add parmesan, but I am freshly out, so I use cheddar. Then sprinkled a bit of that parsley on top, and boom. Bon appetit! And that is how I make that. That's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope you try it, and if you do try it, let me know. Comment down below what you thought of my recipe. I forgot to say earlier that recipe is not completely from scratch. I watched a YouTube video on how to make like a seafood boil sauce, the Smackalicious something sauce. I made a seafood boil like 2-3 weeks ago, and the sauce was nice, but then I just like tweaked it and took out things that I wasn't in love with and added things that I was, and blah blah blah, to get the sauce that I have now. It's spicy, it's gorgeous, it's to me it's heavenly, especially, and it's quite versatile. Like I said, you can just have it as is. Put the prawns in that, you could, and then grill them. You could use that sauce on chicken. I've used it on chicken wings, and I like the fact that I can just throw in some pasta sauce. I like the fact that I can just throw in some tomato puree or some pasta sauce and have it that way. So honestly, try it out. I apologize if you can't eat seafood for dietary or religious reasons, but you can try it out with chicken wings. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Subscribe, follow me on my socials, wherever I decide to put them. And I'll see you the next time. Peace, stay safe.